Hey, what's up guys? This is 3D Bonfire back with another amazing tutorial, and today I just dived into Cinema 4D and built some beautiful little sushi. So you can see here it is getting quite experimental, but here you get some beautiful sashimi with a beautiful bend. You got the chopsticks, you get some rice here. This one is like a crazy, more abstract version, alright, with just beautiful bending with the sashimi sculpture almost, alright. So a lot of these files you will actually get on my Patreon, so you can study the lighting and the materials and stuff like that. All right, so pretty cool stuff there. But I also have something for you for free on my Gumroad. Okay, so in case you just want to have like 250 grams of tuna, it's sashimi grade premium quality. So in case you just want to taste it first and want to see if the quality is good enough for you, then this one is for free. Just go to my Gumroad, markusgonza.com. You can name a fair price. You can definitely go for zero. As I said, you can get this one for free. 250 grams of the best, highest quality, made in Cinema 4D, sashimi quality. And then you can create beautiful abstract artworks like I did it here. Okay, so this one is a little bit special if you just want to deconstruct your sushi and then you recognize that most of it is rice and only a little bit of it is tuna. Or of course, if you are more on the sweet side, you can also put a little bit of jello into these ones. Okay, this is totally up to your taste, but I would say now let's just dive into Cinema 4D, and maybe I would just spend like 3 minutes or so here to also give you a little bit of modeling knowledge if you are curious. But let me just tell you what I did here. So for example, this tuna is so easy to make. You can see that without the bend you get like this beautiful piece out of tuna, and I just created a couple of beautiful textures here. So you can see this one is just some white lines on an orange background. Then I piped this one through a color grade to just get different kinds in color and in texture and stuff like that. All right, so you can do it like this. Then you can also use the same texture just in black and white, pump this one through a bump to just get details like these ones. Okay, so you can see there is a small indent here, and this one will make your tuna even more realistic and tasty. So just be sure that you use the bump and the color. All right, then you can see here that I've drawn this beautiful tasty spline here. You can still adjust it. Maybe therefore you want to press F2 to go to the top view, press MI for the magnet tool, go to points mode, and maybe you want to increase the radius to 200 for example, and then you can still adjust this one. Maybe you want to go for a shape like this. All right, I mean, this is kind of extravagant, okay, but maybe you are that kind of person. All right, now you can see that the texture is tiling here. This is something that you want to prevent. Therefore, just go to the texture mode here. You can see that I have a flat projection already set up for you, but now you can see that it is a good idea to right click on this one, fit to object. You want to say yes, and now you can see that this one aligns again. You can still just move this a little bit, offset it here and there. Now you can see it tiles again. So maybe you just want to put this one to 130. Now you can just play a little bit more with moving this texture around here and there, and maybe you just don't want to do something like this one, so just move it a bit over there until you get something clean like this one. You can adjust it up to how hungry you are, so maybe you want to have a big piece like this one, but I would say I want to go for something more thin. This will just help the taste when you cut these ones really thin, something like this one. Then you can use the bend that I also already set up for you. You can see you can just do something like this maybe. All right, it looks pretty beautiful. You can make this one invisible to focus more on the tuna. All right, I like this one. And for example, you could duplicate this one, go back to the object mode, move this one up. So this one is maybe inside of the other one. Now you go again into the bend mode, increase the bend even more. Now you can see this one is stretching longer and longer. So maybe you want to keep the length, do it like this. Let's just see how tasty we can make this one. You can also offset the bend now to just make it even more interesting, to slightly change it. Do it, for example, like this one. All right, and when you do it like that, then you can create the beautiful, super tasty sashimi sculpture. Okay, and for example, here is the sushi setup. You will get this one on my Patreon, but this one is also pretty simple. So you can see the sushi comes of multiple components, and for example, you can make this one higher, create something like this one. Now you get a longer sushi. You can go inside of it, go to the displacer and change the noise inside of it just a little bit to get smaller waves. Something I would say around like this one will be beautiful. Go to object, set this one to 15 to not overdo it, just make it a little bit more subtle. Now you have to put the rice top inside of this one, just up to your liking. Maybe you want to let the rice just come out a little bit like this one. Also do it for the bottom piece, and then you get like this little piece of tuna that you can put inside of it, for example like that. All right, and there you will have your sushi. There's also a bend deformer here. Let's just see what this one is doing. And when you do it like this, then you can create crazy sushi like this one, for example. Okay, so I would say this is enough for today. Just a glimpse of modeling techniques here. Now it is up to you to play with the 200 grams of free sashimi. But if you want to have more sushi, then you can find it on my Patreon. By the way, if you subscribe to the Nights tier, then right now still most of these products will be for free included in the Nights membership. I will probably change this by the end of the week, but right now, as I said, when you subscribe to the Nights tier, you will get most of these products included in your membership. All right, so thank you so much for your time. I hope that you learned something in this short lesson. See you next time. Bye everyone.